blitz right at the start of the game at 15-2 and 20-6 and 30-8. And
well, I think it was the energy level at both ends and our ability to share the basketball and spread the offense around. And we got some transition, folks. You know, we got it out and went. We got some easy baskets. See Andrew Brommer running the floor and finishing like that. And that's the kind of thing we need to see on a regular basis. He can run. Our big guys can run. We got the ball out in transition the last 2 ball games a lot better than we had been doing it, and we've got to keep doing it.
When you haven't been experiencing victory, how do you get a team to focus on something as fundamental as an entire practice of defense?
Well, you're talking about great kids here. We have terrific kids, and they don't want to lose. They're trying to figure it out as we're trying to figure it out. And you know, when you have good kids, they try to do what you ask them to do. You know, so as frustrated as I might get at the latter part of the Penn State game, you know, there are still good kids that are giving me effort. And what they have to understand at this level, effort is one component. It's got to be effort, concentration, execution. And that's where you know, our concentration sometimes wanes, and our execution, we don't rotate, you know, we're hugged the weak side. All of those things, and sometimes they just have to be reintroduced and reinforced. And then you have a kind of game like this. Now, where do we go from here? I think that's the question.
30 points, 30-13 on points after turnover. Is that another sign of the defense right there?
Oh yeah, we turned them over 17 times. We were able to get out and run. Now the other thing is, they send a lot of people to the glass. So you know the back's open. You can run on that team if you can get the ball. They still had 16. I mean, if you look at one stat that wasn't good, 16 offensive rebounds. But I mean, that's a focus of how they play.
How important is, you know, getting a win over a marquee program to get the players to keep buying into what you're trying to sell?
You know what? I mean, I will tell you this: they have never stopped buying it. They have never stopped coming with it every day in practice and really trying to support one another. The intensity level in practice and the approach has been professional. I'm really proud of that, and I think, you know, we've got a lot of experience on the staff, and we're staying with these guys every day, and they know that we're working to help them get better and to help them enjoy a night like this. When you put it all together, it's a long season, and you know, we've had some moral victories which we don't ever talk about, but it's one thing to say, you know, you guys played pretty well against Ohio State. That's great, but you need a win like these kids needed a win like this tonight to show that they could put it all together. And it's a confidence builder, and I think it's a way for us to continue to improve and continue to gain confidence as we move forward.
Coach, what do you think Matt's milestone means to both him and the rest of the team?
You know what? I mean, I think, you know, 1,000 points is not easy to do, but for him, I think we all sort of expected it would happen. You know, he's just been one of those guys that he's just a workman-like. He comes, he gets you. You know you're going to get 15. He's going to make his free throws, and he's going to give you a chance. So I'm happy for him, you know, and I'm happy that he's enjoying this night and that he played so well, you know, in a marquee game. And there's a lot of pressure on him to play this way every night, especially when he's got some young guys that are getting in foul trouble and at times are struggling. So, you know, he's been a rock for us.
We'll take one more.
How long did it take, or how short did it take for you to know what you had in him when you got here?
I already knew before I got here. I knew before I interviewed for the job what he was. I had watched him on film, and I know his background. I had met him. I met him when he was in high school. When we came out here in '05 and played the tournament, I had dinner with him. So I knew who he was. I knew his dad. I knew his mom. And you know, you look at the numbers, and I watched them on, you know, when they played on TV, and then I watched them on tape when we get ready for Northern Iowa. So I know he's a good player, and I know he's a great person, and I'm happy that he's having the success that he's having.